Hey Charbel, Boris here. Thought I'd do a quick video about what I've done considering you're not here. So up the back, look, everything edged with the whippersnipper and cut. Yeah, look, with the back lawn, it's chock-a-block full of weeds. So one thing I'd like to do is quite, look, as part of coming from an ongoing maintenance perspective, it is going to need some fertilisation and some weed killing application put in. You've got all sorts of different weeds through here. You could argue in spots there's probably more weeds than grass, but so look, I'll pop that down for you as to what it would cost to get some fertilizer and weed killer put down. At some point, once we see how the lawn goes, once we do the fertilization, weed killer, some regular maintenance, keeping it nice and low. It is good at least once a year to look at putting topsoil down, putting top dressing down, as well as aerating the lawn. So that's that. If you like as well, I do also have a subscription basis pet waste removal service that I'll come back to you with information about. So there is that. But yeah, that's all been put in the green bin. Now the rest of the stuff, look, you had exceptionally bad weeds, essentially strangling a lot of the plants. Look in here, you mentioned this bed, look, discovered it's got one surviving plant in here. Not sure what was in here originally, but I completely ripped out everything that was in here. A thing as well, look, I left the green bin past the initial gate, so it's not where the other bins are, and that's because a lot of these weeds are nightshade. They will kill a dog if dogs decide to go for it. So the green bin is chock-a-block full. There's obviously a lot more work that needs to be done here, but yeah, we're full up as it is, and I didn't want the dogs to be going anywhere near that. So that's been done. The weeds have been taken out of this garden bed as well, the really bad ones. They were climbing through this actual tree, this bush as well. Now in here, and apologies, I'm going to walk through this garden bed. I have pressure washed everything, but I'm probably going to get things dirty again, but it can't be helped. What I concentrated on is you had a lot of creeping weeds which were basically killing and strangling plants that you had. So first off, this part of your hedge here, now this hedge is Mariah. Unless I'm mistaken, tell me if I'm wrong. So look, this plant here is completely dead. It had been strangled. Look at a lot of this stuff with the weeds. It actually looked like it was fine, it was alive, but no, it was nothing but weeds. So that is dead. Another one, exactly the same problem. It was just weeds that had creeped all through that. Again, I can quote you to rip it out, put a new one in. This had the weeds going all through that as well, but I want to keep going a bit further. Like I said, I mean, there's a lot more work required. I wanted to get rid of the worst of the creepers. This is gone. It had killed that off. You had, another Mariah plant here, which was in the corner. It looked like it had already been ripped out. It's basically, yeah, it's completely gone as well. But look, I've gotten rid of all the creepers from there. Removed some of them from here as well. And again, apologies if I'm going to get the ground dirty. I have already pressure washed everything, but I did want to show you what still needed to be done for weeds down here, but what I have done. I haven't done any of the hedging because we are completely full. I think what's most important is we actually get rid of as much weeds as we can with the first couple of visits and then take things from there. Now, another couple of things I noticed, and I'm not sure if it's going to come up in the video, but in this back gym building, you look like your gutters are completely blocked. You've got plants growing out of it there. The front building, pretty hard to see, but in several spots along there, you've got plants growing out of the gutters as well. So look, I'm going to quote you to clean those out. And look, the reason it's important to clear out your gutters are basically like a C shape, right? The thing is, the front of the gutter is actually higher than the back. And so what happens if they're blocked and they overflow? They don't first overflow out the front, they overflow out the back into the building. And you end up finding, you mightn't find any water leaks inside, but you end up getting the water going down the wall cavity, causing water damage to the timbers and the like. So that's something that I think is important to look at as well. I'll quote you for that also. I think I mentioned, I never opened the back gate because I just lifted the lawnmower over there just to keep the dogs, particularly you mentioned the little one is a bit of an escape artist, nice and safe. I blew everything down twice. I have pressure washed like you requested using your pressure washer. One issue with the just getting stuff down here, there's a breeze that's blowing up back up here, so it's not perfect, but I did what I could with the breeze that we've got. I don't think there's anything else to mention. I will be back in 2 weeks to again do the front lawn's been cut as well and edged. I will be back in 2 weeks to do the lawn mowing again, continue where we're at with the weeding. I'll show you the green bin actually, but yeah, it is completely full, and I don't just fill them up to, you know, if you push down you can throw some more stuff in, and you'll see the gate is shut. Let's turn that off. Yeah, the green bin is completely 100% chockers, and that's been already compacted down. But yeah, look, I will send those quotes through. Let me know if you've got any comments, any feedback. I will send you an invoice for the extra 20 that was to do the pressure washing, because the Airtasker task is only 130 from memory. But yeah, we'll take it from there. Have a great one.